All right, I think I'm ready. Welcome to Push Starts Junkyard, everybody. It's Memorial Day weekend. Time is coming to get this thing on the water. So, I've been dreading this day for a long time. So we're gonna get this thing off. You gotta remove this, the drive. It's a Volvo Penta 270, a cube. Very good unit, but it walks. So we'll have to fix that. I got some bushings and stuff to put in there. It's not gonna be fun. Then I gotta get this thing off the trailer enough to where I can get the cherry picker in there to pull the engine out. So we gotta get all no rules here back on the water, period. Also, once the motor's out and stuff, I need to do some bilge repair. I went in there yesterday and took a look around when I was taking some of the water out of the bilge, and it's not pretty. I'm just hoping the stringers are okay. The cross piece that separates the bilge area, or that makes the bilge area rather, is not looking pretty. So I'm hoping I can just pull it out and put it new in and re-fiberglass it all up, gel coat and yada yada yada, the whole nine. So I don't even know where to start. I've never done this before. I'm just gonna wing it. So hopefully we can get this done, because I want to go boating next week, god damn it. So happy Memorial Day, America. Here we go. As you can tell, the motor blew on the river last year. You can see all the residues. Feel bad, because, you know, we were in the river, so that kind of sucks. I don't like polluting. So we gotta get all that cleaned up too. I'm just gonna have to soak the boat down, spray nine or something. Give it a little niner. Did I catch a niner in there? Oh. All right, so my first little run in here is these little pins. These came out, thank God. They were a little seasoned there, but not bad. So I sprayed some PP on there, some PB&J blaster. So I just gotta figure out how to get these out. These gotta come in this way, I believe. I think they do, I don't know, I gotta figure it out. But yeah, these bolts are just kind of located so the pin can't come out. But from what I recall, they just pop out. Well, of course they just pop out. So I opened up my bellow. A little bit of water came out, but not bad. The U-joints actually look pretty freaking good in there. I don't know, we'll see more when we get it out. But that's what I'm up against right now. All right, that actually wasn't too bad. And I'm very, very happy. There wasn't a whole lot of water in here, just a little bit of, you know, condensation. So, but we do have some issues. The water, where the water comes into the drive from where it gets picked up, that don't look too freaking good. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's supposed to be metal there, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna have to get a new one of these. I believe you can get them, so it's probably not a big deal. And look at these U-joints. Oh, that's awesome. There's no slop in them. They got grease fittings like this. this is like unheard of. Like every person I've seen take these things apart, they've done nothing but, or they were just destroyed. You could buy that whole assembly, but it ain't cheap, or you can redo the U-joints yourself. But I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna grease them up and roll with it. So, and then the steering helmet looks like it just fell right the fuck out. Look at that. This is just insane. So I gotta fix all this shit. Needs a new bushing in there. I got the bushing for here. I'm gonna order these new bushings. I think there's bushings. Oh, they're on the drive. Bushings that go in the pivot thing. So this is good. At least now I can proceed on getting the engine pulled out. So this is good. On to the next step. All right, I'm really happy with everything in here. The bellow was like in really good shape. And you know, there's actually still grease in there. A little bit of water dripped out, but I think that might have just been condensation. So the shifter cable still looks like it's in good shape. You know, someone must have been in here. Like, this boat hasn't seen the water since, I think the sticker expired in 06. So who knows, it could have been 03, the last time this thing was on the water. And I mean, the motor was, the distributor pin was sheared off. That's probably why they stopped running it. And then the motor was filled with water. Like, I can't even believe I got a year out of that motor without burning a hole in a piston, which I did. Cylinder 7, lucky number 7. So, but yeah, we're gonna get this all cleaned up real good eventually. Not right now though. Right now we're gonna concentrate on getting this boat off the trailer. We got a slider back. I'm gonna make a little like, you know, thing, like a little stand for it to sit in. I gotta get this boat as low as possible right now so I can get the engine. I don't know. I don't like having the engines way the hell on the air on an engine hoist. It just kind of freaks me out. So I don't know. So I'm gonna start by, I think, by deflating tires. I'm gonna deflate the tires. I'm gonna jack the crap out of the front end and see if I can hopefully get it there. All right. Picked up my $2.50 valve core remover. At least that's all it was. China Freight didn't have it. I had to go to AutoZone, believe it or not. So I'm sure I'll find it as soon as I'm done with this. So we'll see. But yeah, let's drop this thing. All right, it helped considerably. Got it down about 6 inches, so that's not too bad. So now I think I'm gonna try to start dragging the boat back. Maybe I'll give it a little more tilt. This I gotta be careful with so it don't have a runaway. I don't think it will though. But this thing does come off the trailer pretty easy in the water, but then again it's floating, so let's see what happens. All right, we're starting to cook a Crisco a little bit here. I think that's manageable. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to start unbolting the bell housing, get the motor mounts off, and see if I can slide this thing out. Right now, man's gotta eat. So I'm gonna make me a little breakfast, and then we're doing this. Ooh, yeah. Oh, we're doing those later. Some Miller lattes. Oh yeah, some Mirror Right Nows. There she is. We're gonna smoke that bad boy. All right, breakfast was good. Might as well get the day started here. So all right, so I gotta pull the starter, pull all the bell housing bolts, and then the 2 engine mounts, and I believe this should slide out. But we'll see. I got everything all bolted up. I've never done this, so I don't know how it disconnects from that bell housing, but I don't know. I'm assuming it just there's some sort of a shaft on it. I don't know. We'll find out. This is just a work in progress. All right, so motor's out. I got a lot of rehabbing to do in this bilge, lots. This is looking pretty good. Not a lot of play in that shaft, but the bearings are kind of loud. So I'm wondering if it just needs to be greased, and I think something has to do with that. I think you pull that out and put a Zerk fitting in there or something, I don't know. But I gotta figure out how the hell you grease that thing. So, but it's in good shape. There she is. Here's my nightmare, guys. This, oh God. I just started pulling it apart a little bit. It's bad. I knew I was gonna have to redo this whole area, but it's really bad now. So I gotta get creative. These stringers look like they're just fucked. So I don't know if there's a way I can get in there and sister some shit in. I don't know. This is gonna be this is my nightmare right here. So I don't know. We're gonna have to really get creative and hope that I don't have to pull up floor. I don't think so though. I don't know. If anything, you know, worst case scenario, I'll just make a box in there and stick it in there. I don't know. I might be just talking on my ass right now. So I don't know. I'm gonna start pulling some of this apart, cutting stuff out, and then I'll give it a good cleaning, and then make a material list and go get some wood and try to start doing something with this. The goal was to have a motor in here by tomorrow, but I don't think that's gonna happen now. But that's okay. The motor takes like 2 seconds to put in, literally. So I think I'm gonna spend my Monday and Tuesday off fixing this, getting this all better, if it can. I don't know. So we'll see. Okay, I got all that cleared out. It appears the stringers don't go all the way through. From what it looks like, they just stop right there, which is freaking awesome. So that means I could just cut these out, put new ones in, and then just refiberglass it all back together and call it done. That's the hopes, at least, but we'll see how that shit works. You know how that goes. But I don't know. I think I can maybe pull this off. I don't know. I got today and tomorrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some degreaser. It just smells like fuel. Nothing but fuel. It's probably just sponged fuel. This thing would go up like a fucking torch. Pardon my French. I'm trying not to swear. I don't know. It's so hard. Anywho. Well, let's see what we can get done today. Well, I'm glad we're in the shade for right now, because it's going to be an oven here in a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and give everything a little bit of a degreasing here. At least start the process, you know. Get rid of all that fuel smell too. It's driving me nuts. It's nasty. It's nasty. Yep. So all that wood's going. So this is gonna be a whole new little thing back here, and I'm gonna make it better than it was. I'm even gonna fiberglass the back sides of some of the boards. I want to fiberglass the top of that transom right there too, or the transom wall. There's exposed wood there. I'd like to get that done, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully I can get it all degreased enough. I don't know. This is going to be interesting nonetheless. There's the old neighbor doing the lawn. He stopped over here earlier. We were going to use his little backhoe to pull this out, but I said, nah, I got it, man. So I really appreciate my neighbor. He's a really good guy. I'm going to miss leaving this place when I do. Good neighbors are hard to find, you know, especially these days. Nobody understands, you know, love thy neighbor. Nobody gets that. But it's the truth, man. You know, help each other out. Get through things together, you know. So, anyway, that's enough sentimental talk. Yep, I gotta run and get some propane accessories and get down to business on that brisket while this sits and does its thing. And then I'm gonna come back, scrub this all up real good after another couple spritzers. And then I think I'm gonna start getting down to business with the weekend festivities as well. You know, we got some Miller lattes to drink we got mirror right now. So let's see what happens in a little bit. The smoker's messed up now too, so I gotta revive this. Put a new hose attachment thingy, my jigger on it. All right, so I ripped out all the framing and I gave it a good cleanup. So far so good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and trim back all that excess fiberglass, and then I can start making way. I can start making way of fitting in the new lumber. Yeah, buddies, come by if you want to. I know you guys won't, but it's here. It's ready. Oh, it's resting. It's resting.
It came out okay.
Okay, so it's a different day. It's very hot out, which is okay. I've had a fan on this since Memorial Day, and it's now Thursday. So it's pretty good and dried out. I went and picked up one of those little buzzer blade tools from my father. So later on, I'm gonna go ahead and trim all those fiberglass lips down and stuff, so I can start installing the woodwork and start fiberglassing everything in. But yeah, I duplicated all the stringers or the frames, so it turned out pretty good, I think. So should be pretty good to go. I just got to make the head of it, you know, that goes up in the yeah, wait, hold on, that goes up in that area right there, which is all that's left of it is right here. Yeah, so she was due, so we're gonna start assembling and getting that all in after I get all that stuff trimmed up, and hopefully we can maybe, but just maybe, get start the fiberglassing tonight. We'll see. I don't know. See how I feel. Oh, just on time. Just on time. Had to keep her dry. I don't care about that. All right. Well, due to the oil pan mishap, I had to order a new oil pan, so I found one for very cheap, which is awesome, and it's raw, so I can paint it any color I want, which is really good. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna start getting on this just so we can get this going. So when that engine comes, just blip, and it's done. So, yep. So I'm using this guy. This is probably the coolest freaking thing anyone ever invented. I swear to God, I'm just man all this crap out of here, and it's going pretty well. So I'm gonna keep on it so I could start fitting the new wood for the frame, and then I'm gonna cut some back down there just to make sure the wood's fully dry in the transom, because it was a little wet. But I think I got it, so I think it's safe to cover back up. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Did the first takeaway of all the massive stuff and the clearing of the crap. So I'll get it all vacuumed up, and then I'm gonna hit it with a sander or something, and then I'll start fitting the new frame in. Man, hopefully we can get this all done by the time the motor is in. I swear, it'll just be so nice. Just stick it in and go. All right, so I got some stuff cut up or trimmed up enough to where everything's installed. Well, I got these test fitted at least, and everything notches into the transom real nice. So that's good. So now what I just need to do is, from this foam area, I'm gonna measure this way, 1.5 inches, mark these boards, and then I'll go ahead and start making this header board, and then I can put it together, screw it all together, and then get my fiberglassing going. And then I'm gonna cut the floor back too, because it goes under. I'm gonna cut that back all the way, and I'm gonna overlap everything with fiberglass and then put the carpet back. I want this thing fully waterproof back here. I don't want to deal with this again. Okay, after going up and into the boat 450 million times and falling 3 times, I got it fit pretty good. I gapped it in a few spots, but that's all right. We'll just fill it with fiberglass. I got to make a little filler piece for it down here and screw it up into the board. Not a problem. Yeah, cool. So this is huge. And I got it under the floor too, so I can screw that all in so it's nice and sturdy there. And then I got to cut the engine stringers to fit, screw them in. And then I'm going to give her a good cleaning. I cut these back too. These were lipped over like this far. Don't know why. It kind of caused all this to rot out over here. There's a little rottage in here. See that under the fiberglass there? So I think what I'm gonna, at least the top of this board's good. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna jam a bunch of fiberglass in there and let it dry hard, and then I think that'll hold it nice, you know? For now, I'm not pulling the whole damn boat apart. Nah, not doing it. As long as I keep her dry, she'll last, you know? So, all right, let's proceed here. I think I'm just gonna start sanding this whole bilge up real good, smooth it all out, get the boards installed, and then screw everything together, and then let's glass it. This all work with a template. I only had this piece of rotted wood to start with the bottom side, so I just took that and just kind of worked it, and then I just fit it in to the best I could. So now I'm gonna cut this little strip off here and then make a little doop for down here. So then we can put the doop right here. Then I can go ahead and I'm gonna give the bottom side here a fiberglass wrap, just in case there's water sitting under or behind it. It ain't gonna rot that wood out. All right, so it was so damn hot out. I had to take a little break, so now the sun's going down a little bit. But I just carved out all this extra foam from in here, and it's still a little moist in there. I made a little kind of sump area for the shit to kind of get out of there. So hopefully, keeping it tilted, it'll drain. I think I'll leave it open for a little while longer. So I might pre-fiberglass the boards. So then all I have to do is join them to the boat, and that's it. So I don't know. But yeah, here's all the shit that came out. That and I removed those two pieces of wood. They must have joined the two pieces of plywood together. So thank God there's a fiberglass undercoating or underlayment over this, so it stays together. Who knows? In the future, I might have to just put another piece of ply on top of all this and redo this. I don't know. But for now, it'll be fun. So I'll get all this cleaned up and just put the fan on it for the night. I might pre-fiberglass all these, or at least the bottom sides, or I don't know. I'll make the decision subsequently. Alrighty, next day. Weather's beautiful out. I like it. I figure I'd get jumping on this before it gets scorching hot over here. It's gonna be a high of 80, which isn't bad. So I let the fan sit on it overnight. Maybe that dried out pretty good. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm gonna give her a clean up here, and then I gotta make the little dupe piece, and then I'm gonna start fiberglassing, little fiberglassing today. So here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so good. So good. Got my rubber shoes on, I'm ready to rock. Ah, come on, get out of here. So satisfying, isn't it? All right. Gonna cut my dirt. We got dirt. Ugh. Shit. Well, it's about as dirt it's gonna get. That should do just fine. I feel like I should do better. Okay, we've installed the dupe. Doopy. Okay, so that's done. But now what I want to do is, I want to build up some 2x4s or something back behind this, because it'll give the floor a little more support. It's a little crunchy. So I don't know, I gotta figure this out. So what I'm thinking about doing was, you know, I didn't want to eat up this nice, beautiful piece of 2x12 here, but you know what? I mean, I got it, I paid for it, so I might as well just use it. So I'm gonna cut my own 2x4s, strips out of it, and I'm gonna stack them up on here. I'm gonna do that just so I can get down to business with the fiberglassing. So, yeah, not looking forward to it, but we'll see. You know, hopefully it all just goes my way. You know, we'll see. All right, that's done. Got those all made, built in there. My homemade 2x4s, my Douglas fir 2x4s. So that's ready to get a sand down and a fiberglass coating. And then I'm not gonna do the whole thing though. The back side, I think about just going from like here down. And I don't know. We'll see. Is it worth it? I don't even know. But, I mean, the boat's gonna be kept indoors, so maybe I don't really need to even go this far. But I don't know. I think it'll just give me better peace of mind. Well, I'm pretty happy about that. Everything notches in real nice. I'm pretty happy about this. What do y'all think? Let me know. Let me know what you think about the dope. God, I couldn't wait to get off work today because this is all I wanted to do all day. Just work on my boat. Just work on the goose. So, we're gonna do today, we're going to pre-seal all this with the polyester resin. This will ensure that the fiberglass sticks to it well, because if you apply fiberglass resin to this and then put the laminating fabric over it, or the glass mat, it will literally wick the resin out of the wood, and that's not good. So you're gonna end up with like dry spots and air bubbles and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pre-seal everything with this stuff for right now. So pretty much, yeah, I'm gonna mix it up and then just pretty much paint it with this stuff, and then let it cure up real good overnight. And then tomorrow I'm gonna start. I'm gonna install it in the boat, and then I'll go ahead with some. I have this like build-up putty, so I'm gonna do all the seams with it so they're all nice and smooth and contoured, and then I'll apply a glass mat over everything, just so everything's fully waterproof. And then I might slap one coat of gel coat over everything just to give it a nice white finish, just so you know you can see if there's any oil in the bilge or anything falling in and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have me a beer, mix up some stuff, and I'm gonna get to it. Okay, so I think I used about 2 ounces of resin, and I got two of these. I got the dupe done, or the one side, all the one sides of the surfaces, and so I just got to still do that middle one. So I might just mix up a little bit more just to get that one more top side done, just so I can flip them all and do them all at the same time. I'll just make sure I add more in the last one. So I have to go to the store and get some more supplies for this as well. So I'll be messing with this probably for the rest of the evening, getting it all coated. It's just so it's ready to rock and roll tomorrow, so I can get it all installed. All right, so we're gonna start fiberglassing this wood up. I'm just gonna do the undersides for right now, so then I can, any surfaces I can't get to later, and then I'm gonna get it installed, and then I'll go ahead and I'm gonna tab it in to the body of the boat. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna wet everything down, get it all nice, and let it sit. And then hopefully I could start getting some installation done, because today is Wednesday. My goal is to be hopefully on the river by Friday, maybe Saturday, because I'm waiting for an oil pickup tube to come. But if that comes, I want the boat ready, so when it comes, I just slap the motor in and get it going. So we'll see. It'll be fun at least to try. So we'll see what happens. Here we go. There comes a point in time sometimes where you need to just take a breather and step away. Go have a cold one, do something, because fiberglassing is just very frustrating for me. I do the best I can with it, but it's about all I got. So, yeah. So I thought I'd take a step away, and I got the water pump on. So that's good to go. Ready to rock. Yeah, my next step is I'm gonna do some more sandblasting. I gotta finish sandblasting the valve covers, the water pump pulley. I'll start to get the raw water pump installed. Maybe the alternator. Maybe I'll pre-install that just to try to get somewhat of a jump on this, man. Because man, I'm running it close. You know, I took this whole weekend off work, everything, just to get this damn boat out, and this thing's just fighting me. So taking a breather, we're doing a little engine work, what I do best. And then I'll take a step back to the fiberglassing a little bit, but just a little at a time. I just gotta do it all, just get it done. All right, everybody. So today's hopefully D-Day with this boat. It says the oil pickup tube should be arriving today. So that's freaking really cool. Yeah, so right now I'm actually going to pick up a truck rental so I can tow the thing because the redneck limo's down, so still. So I need something to tow it for the weekend. Hope it wasn't for nothing. So today I'm picking up a new raw water pump pulley from Farm and Fleet. Gotta love Farm and Fleet, man. These farm stores are the best. They just got all these little things, you know. It's awesome. So, yeah. So today's gonna be a day of just finishing all the prep work for the rest of the engine. I gotta grease the gimbal bearing on the drive, and then do some fiberglassing too. Gotta finish the fiberglass. We're gonna fiber it up. So I'm just gonna try to do everything in between, you know. So I'll do some fiberglass while it's setting up. I'll go in the garage, probably sandblast on some parts or do some painting. And then I'll just, you know, I'll return back to the boat to do more fiberglassing. And then eventually, hopefully by this evening, hopefully I'll be putting gel coat on the bilge, and it'll just be ready for a motor. And then once that part comes, oil pickup tube, oil pan, motor in. What's your price for client? All right, well, stay tuned. What in the world are you doing in the middle of Route 53, busting a Yui? Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna fill all the voids with this stuff. It's very, it's, you know, it's a putty. So I'm gonna be putting rounded edges inside everything. It makes the fiberglass kind of adhere better, or mend better. I'll fill in all those gaps. Under that floor there, I'm gonna fill it for structuralness. And yeah, so I'm gonna do it first. It turned out really good. Very happy about it. See, it's all down in there, around the boards. It packed it all in there real good. So, awesome. Let this set up, we'll be ready for fabric. And then I gotta drill the water, or the plug hole for the front of the boat. Cool, I'm gonna let this all set up, and I'm gonna go do some more engine work. We're gonna start glassing. Getting glassy. Stay glassy, people. So I think I'm gonna start with the insides first, get all that done, and then I'll do the insides because I gotta kind of give this a good prepping and cleaning. And then yeah, and then once all that sets up, it's onto the gel coat. So it'll be all nice and purty and finished and ready for a motor. Probably not.